Hello and welcome to Body Bags. My name is James, and this evening I'll be reviewing the 2018 film A Quiet Place. So it's late in the evening, early hours, and I've just finished it. It's one that I'd managed to kind of steer clear from. Obviously, I kind of know the basic premise of the film, but it's something that I heard kind of pretty early on, that try not to listen to anything, try not to hear anything, because it would just give the film away. I know that's the same with all films, but with this one it's like go into it not knowing anything and it'll be really, it'll be the best for it. So that's what I did. Well, we follow basically a family of five. So there's a mother, a father, and three children. One maybe early teens, maybe just below, say 12. One maybe 7 or 8, and the one that's 4. And there appears to be, it's kind of like a post-apocalyptic kind of sort of thing. This like end of days situation where, from what we see, there's kind of no one left where these people are. We don't actually know where they are. From later scenery in the film, it's maybe America, with like the trucks, most likely. Well, the film is in America. It's made from in America. It's American director John Krasinski. So I assume, and he kind of looks like an American farmhouse that you see. But anyway, yeah, there's no one around, and everyone, this family, are being silent. They're speaking sign language, which I think they knew already, because there's the daughter, the oldest of the kids. She's has a hearing aid set up, and she's deaf. So it's I don't want to say handy, but yeah, she handy, like a handy bit of writing for the script there. But yeah, it's they're obviously being quiet, and they're very scared about making any noise, and we soon kind of realise that there's something or things that have been kind of pretty much wiping out the human race, kind of. We never really know the scale of the situation, but from where we are, you see some old like newspaper cuttings, and this, you can see the front page of newspaper and that, and it's it's kind of alluding to that situation, that pretty everyone's gone because of these things. But we start following this family and see what's going on, and then the kind of introduction kind of builds. There's quite a bit of tension in the very kind of first couple of minutes. You're able to, they were quite successful in building like the family dynamic, and a situation happens that affects that family dynamic. Then you skip to a year or so later into the future, where the mother, which is Emily Blunt, is actually John Krasinski's wife. Yeah, wife in real life. She's pregnant, and it's basically, the film follows their survival. Yeah, it's you have the parents. The father, for example, is kind of trying to show the son on how to do things, how to teaching him how to survive. Obviously, he's a young boy, but that he needs to learn these things because things so that he needs to be aware and needs to know what to do in situations. Obviously, the mother is pregnant. Yeah, and well, fairly obvious that to follow the story that she's heavily pregnant, and then the baby just obviously has to come out, and so it's difficult to talk about because I don't really want to say too much. I know a lot of people have seen this, but not everyone has seen it, and I would like people to be in the same situation that I was lucky enough to not have this ruined for me. So I don't want to kind of do that. I know my last review I kind of gave some spoilers, but of the last film that I did, obviously I gave a few spoilers, but you really can't do that with this film because I think the second time watch it's going to not have as much impact, sadly, because I did really enjoy this film. I felt tension was built, but could have had more. I don't know. You connect with the characters, but I don't know. There was something slightly missing. I was actually put away by the kind of let's say the kind of the big budget studio maybe decision to have some dramatic music pop up quite a few times throughout this film. And I really think it would have been better no music, because it for me when you have the music in there, it's really difficult to do it correctly, and if you do it as what happens in this film, it kind of takes the dramatic kind of tension away from the film, because a lot of this in silence and just hearing different things, creature sounds and stuff like that, it's and like general outside sounds and just breathing and walking, I think the tension builds so much better in that. So to add this dramatic score over the top, I mean, it doesn't ruin it, but it just doesn't. For me, it took me out of it slightly. Yeah. Yeah, they did a really good job with building the characters without them being able to say too much. How they filmed them and the situations that they're in and how they deal with the situations is yeah, you're really on board with all the characters, and thought the acting was pretty good. Yeah, I think this is like it's not John Krasinski's first film, but it's his first foray into horror. So I thought he actually did a really good job with this. Like I said, I think on a personal level that this might drop quite a lot the second time I see it. But I don't know. I will obviously watch it again, and then I'll kind of reevaluate. I mean, some films, the second time you see it can be better. I've had that quite a few films, but with this one, I think it's that first time impact on what's going on, and then you kind of know it all the second time. It's like, yeah, you kind of start thinking about things now. It's like, I've heard actually people talk about this. It's like, you're in this situation. Why would you kind of allow yourself to get pregnant when you can't make any noise? The world has to be silent, otherwise what isn't silent dies. So you bring a baby that screams and cries. It's a strange one, that. And yeah, you don't really find anything background out. I mean, not all films have to have a background and explain everything. It doesn't have to be like layman's terms, but it would be nice to have some sort of thread to kind of have an understanding of like how this situation came to be. But it's not there for us, so it's okay. The film works without it. It could have been more, but I think you can say that with most films. Once you see something, there's always things that you're like, would have been better adding this and this and this. But kind of I feel in a bit of a nitpicking mood for some reason. Yeah, I think I'm being a little bit overcritical of this film, that it was very enjoyable, and I think that this will be on my top 10 favourite films of the year. It was enjoyable. It was very good. I'm probably not convincing that I don't sound like that at the moment, but it was very good. But I'm going to stop rambling on now. I'm going to go get some sleep, so I'm very tired. And that's the end of my review. Thank you very much, guys, and see you soon. Bye bye.